What's up, nation? It's your boy S. Baker, and I would like to welcome all you guys to my Power Recap. Alright, so if you already know, Power's my favorite TV show. I felt it's only right that I started doing recaps of it just to show you guys my perspective of the show. Alright, let's get it. And if you're one of those busters who don't watch this show, spoilers ahead. Now, if you don't watch this show and you plan on watching this show, I strongly advise you, do not watch. If you watch this recap, it will ruin 4 seasons of Power for you. Just to bring you guys up to speed, Ghost is in jail. His attorney Parker just got pulled off the case. All his businesses got shut down. So what's he gonna do? So we're gonna find out right here, right now, episode 5, Don't Thank Me. Let's go. Ha.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
The episode starts off with Angela running. We can only assume that she's running just because she wants to go off for a run. She wants to stay in shape. She wants to keep that body tight. Look, I'm Team Angela. Not even gonna front. But it starts off with her running, and then she runs into her sister, which they're going to have a conversation, and she's going to tell her sister that she actually thinks Jamie is innocent. She just found some new information, and she does not think that that gun that she found in truth is his. Alright, in the next scene, we see Ghost talking to his new attorney, Terry Silver.
I'm the nigga standing between you and a needle.
Terry is explaining to Ghost that they shut down all his businesses, and he needs to know why. Does Ghost have anything illegal going on? Because if he does, they can pull out a RICO case on him, which would be very, very bad for Ghost's situation. In the next scene, we have the beautiful Angela Valdez talking to Mike Sandoval about this new information that she just found out. And of course, she thinks Ghost is innocent. Being the type of person that she is and wants to do the right thing, she wants to basically say, hey, he didn't commit this crime, and we need to say something. But of course, we all know Mike, who really did it, he doesn't want to do that, and he's basically telling her, hey, look, the defense already got the gun thrown out. It won't come up in court. There's no point of us bringing this new information because this will completely destroy the case, which Angela knows, but Angela wants to do the right thing. Of course, the real murderer don't. We also find out why all of Ghost's businesses got shut down. It's because these guys find out that Thomas Egan wrote Ghost a check for $1 million. Now in their mind, they're thinking, oh, murder for hire. Not only could we use this to get Ghost, but we can also use this to get Thomas Egan and shut down the entire business. Crazy, right? Alright, next scene, and I really hate seeing this. My man Charlie Murphy, mwah, God rest your soul. Here we are, we see Charlie Murphy talking to Teresi. And basically, Teresi is explaining to Charlie Murphy's character that, hey, I know you're getting moved out, and here's why. Maybe we should do something about that before you get up out of here. Because we know you don't like James St. Patrick. We know you don't. Man, it really sucks to see Charlie Murphy play a bitch-ass nigga. And I hate to see my mans go out like that. He played a bitch-ass nigga, man. Damn. Alright, on to the next scene. Next scene, we have Terry Silver talking to Tasha about all the options that these guys have. He needs to know, is there anything illegal in the finances for their family? Which Tasha and Ghost have told him on multiple occasions, there's absolutely nothing going on with these finances. Also, in this same scene, we see a little bit more of the attraction between Terry and Tasha. Let's face it, there's something going on, and we're not dumb, and we're noticing it. So let's see what happens with this situation between the two of them. Alright, in the next scene, we have Keisha and Tommy in the bed together, smoking a blunt, kicking the Willy Bobos. This scene is important because we start to understand that Keisha's really wrapped up in Tommy, and Tommy really don't want anything to do with her. Like, at least not like that, but he also wants to keep her quiet. Tommy should have never hit, but hey, you know what? We appreciate them scenes, homie. We also see in the scene where Keisha asks Tommy about his former girlfriend, Holly. And that kind of, bring up some emotions in him. And we all know why. And we'll see a little bit later on why. Just for all those people who don't watch the show and don't care that this is a spoiler. Okay, in the next scene, Tommy gets a text message from Tasha finding out that Proctor was taken off the case and that she may actually have to testify. So what does Tommy do? He goes to holler at Proctor. He explains everything. Tasha's involved, Keisha's involved, and all of this that's going on, especially with Keisha's weave shop, is all to clean the money. So Proctor's like, why I didn't know that? But you know what, Proctor, guess what? You're not on the case no more. On to the next scene. In the next scene, we see the return of Simon Stern. Now, if you've already been watching the show, then you know that Simon was on the shady side. Ghost came through, took all his contacts, pretty much ended his marriage, and probably wrecked this man. But he's back. He sees a situation that he can jump upon by Ghost and his family's whole finances being locked out. They're going to need money. He has the money, and Ghost has something that he wants. In the next scene, we have the lovely Angela Valdez talking to Proctor about what she just found out. Now she explains to Proctor, hey, I went to the guys, everybody's like, screw that, we're not going to ruin this case. But Proctor, smart man, he knows, hey, if Ghost didn't put the gun there, somebody on your team did, and you should probably tell the truth. Angela's like, yo, before I do that, I need to know if this is real. Why was James there at Greg's house? He tells her, how about you find out yourself and go talk to the man. Next scene, just a little quick scene. We have Tasha and Keisha talking with each other. Tasha's looking for dresses because she knows she has to go to court and may have to get on the stand. Keisha breaks it down to Tasha that she's seeing some new guy, some new white guy. Tasha's not stupid. She know who Keisha's messing around with. That's all this scene's about. The next scene, we have Angela talking to Ghost, explaining, hey, this is what I found out. And she has doubt. She really knows in her heart Ghost did not do this crime. But she needs to know why Ghost's fingerprints is on Greg's window, which we all know Ghost was slipping. Like, I don't know. I can't even explain why he would take off those gloves, but he was slipping. He was tripping, nipping on the Brazil. He explains to her, when Greg pulled me over, he said that he had information that you were the mole, and I went to his house to try to find it, to protect you, Angela. Because, as Proctor has told Angela in the previous episode, everything Ghost has done was for her. Because they really love each other. Angela also explains to Ghost and Terry that they're going to try to say that $1 million check that was deposited to Truth from Thomas Egan was payment for Greg's murder. So in this scene right here, we have Tommy talking to Tariq. Okay. In this scene right here, we have Tommy talking to Tariq, trying to have a little one-on-one with him, see what's going on in his mind. Tariq explains to Tommy, hey, I just had sex for the first time. And Tommy's like, oh, wow, okay. That's good. What happened? So he explains everything and tells him that it happens at a party. He's like, well, who'd you go to a party with? Tariq, of course, lying because he was with Kanan, but doesn't want Tommy to know that he was with Kanan or with Slim. You see Tariq explaining to Tommy that he lost his virginity at a party he went with Dre. So, of course, that raised suspicion to Tommy, so he's going to go holler at Dre. We don't even need to drag this one out. In the next scene, they're in court. Right when we thought we was going to see Tasha on the stand, he actually called James St. Patrick on the stand. And, you know, James explains what the check was for. Seemed legit, even though, hey, I mean, how does some old regular guy has a $1 million check that he can just loan somebody? But nonetheless, he says it's a loan. Can't argue with that there. But then you get Mike, who also cross-examines Ghost and kind of really wrecks his world, and Ghost loses his... And it may have ruined it for him, but we don't know yet. We don't know. We're going to see what happened in the rest of the episode. We also see Stern. We see Stern trying to talk to Tasha. Basically trying to run the same game he tried to run on Ghost. But he's going to run it on Tasha because, you know, she's probably a little more vulnerable. In the next scene, You see them setting up a whole situation for them so they can still make some money while Truth is closed. In the process of all this, Dre sets up a whole big scenario that Tommy likes, but then pulls him to the side and say, yo, what's going on? Why you didn't tell me that you went to a party with Dre? Why you didn't tell me you went to a party with Tariq? Dre explains to him, I dropped him off at a friend's house. I didn't know nothing about no party. So then Tommy tells Dre, anything that goes wrong with Tariq, you let me know first. Alright? You got it? Good. Now let's get this show on the road. In this scene, we have Ghost working out, just trying to blow off some steam. He had a rough day in court. When Charlie Murphy characters come in and he basically gets to talking shit, get Ghost all riled up. To the point, Ghost kills him. Now this was all Tony Teresi's whole plan. Get Ghost riled up, then he gets, I forgot the guy's name. I can't think of his name. I don't know if they ever mentioned his name, Biscuit. Get Biscuit to go in to kill Ghost, but then Teresi's like, wait, this is a better opportunity. So he kills Biscuit. And they set it up to where it looked like Biscuit kills Charlie Murphy character and then hung himself because he know if you kill a cop, that's the death penalty. Which we all know Ghost actually should have got. But we're not going to go there because we love Ghost and we don't want to see Ghost in jail. Free Ghost. You know what I'm saying? In this scene, Angela understands what she has to do. And it's hard for her because if she does the right thing, it does mean she's possibly going to lose her job. But she has to do the right thing. She talks it over with her sister Pause. And it is what it is. She knows what she has to do. She calls somebody and says, can we talk? Who is that somebody? We don't know yet. In this scene, Tasha kind of confronts Tommy about what he's doing with Keisha and how he has to be careful because Keisha is developing feelings for him. And if he breaks Keisha's heart, who knows what may happen? AKA, she may snitch on our whole situation. So he explains to her, I got it, don't worry. But then Tasha brings up Holly. And it kind of breaks Tommy down because this is something Tommy's been holding on ever since what happened to Holly. And we all know what happened to Holly. And he finally explains to Tasha, I killed her. I thought she killed Ghost, and I killed her. But with Tasha being as real as she is, you did what you had to do to protect his family. So I'm going to need you to continue to do what you have to do to protect his family. Meaning, do not let Keisha lose her mind. Because if she does, she may snitch. In the next scene, we're back in court and we're finding out that Silver has filed a motion to get all charges dropped. And why is that? Well, that's because when Angela made that phone call, she called Silver, and now she is a witness for the defense. She's going to explain to the judge what she found out, and there is absolutely misconduct inside of her own task force. Now, of course, this situation gets Mox all riled up, and as he cross-examines her, he explains all of her situation, which completely pisses the judge off. And because it pisses the judge off so much, he does this.
Mr. St. Patrick. Your Honor. You will be processed out of the system with this court's apologies. If you are guilty of this or any other crime, I hope a more professional prosecution team will bring you to justice in the future. But for now, sir, you can go home.
Ghost is free! Oh my God, I didn't think this was going to happen till the end of the season, but here we are, episode 5, Ghost is free. As Angela was walking out, James goes to thank Angela, but Angela tells him,
Don't thank me, Jamie. You didn't do this one. Maybe you didn't do this crime, but we both know you're not innocent.
Next scene, you just have Tommy just looking like he wants to blow off some steam. He gets a text message from Keisha, but can't really respond because he doesn't have those feelings for her. But at the same time, I think he does care about her. So he doesn't want to, like, he doesn't know what to do. But then he also gets a text message from Pitar saying that he needs to go to Chicago right now. And I wonder what that's about. Who knows? Let's find out on the next episode. In the next scene, we have Kanan meeting up with Dre. Dre gives Kanan his payment, said this is the final payment, and that you need to stay away from Tariq. Kanan like, why I need to listen to you? Dre says, you can have anything that you want. You can have what you think is rightfully yours. And I want to help you get there. But you need to stay away from Tariq. At that same moment, he get a text message from Tariq. And he tells Tariq, meet him up at the house. Also in this scene, we have Julio walking around and he sees Dre talking to Kanan. Now, Julio knows there's some stuff going on between Kanan and Ghost and Tommy, but how does he not know Kanan is dead? Everybody know Kanan is dead. How does he not know that? I don't know, but it looks like Julio does not know that, and he's going to confront Dre about him talking to Kanan. In this next scene, we see Angela walking out with all her stuff because her entire team were suspended. When she run into Mike, and Mike tell her, oh, you think you did something noble back there? But she just ignores it. And then as she's walking out the elevator, Mike grabs her by the arm and tells her, you're just free to kill her. Angela says maybe, but not Greg's killer. And she's going to find out who killed Greg. No matter what. The truth always comes to the light. I think Angela know Mike did it. Especially when he was cross-examining Ghost. He knew too much stuff. And he was talking too much. Only the killer would know everything that happened between the killer and Greg. So, I think Angela know Mike did it. And she's going to find out. Hopefully Mike doesn't hurt my baby because, I'm sorry, I'm Team Angela, that's my baby. In the next scene, we have Terry talking to Tasha, explaining to her that even though all the charges was dropped, it's without prejudice. So they can, eventually prosecute Ghost for something later on down the line. But as for now, he's a free man. Then you kind of see the attraction between Terry and Tasha. I think it's funny that this man trying to move on Ghost's wife after he gave Ghost so much earlier in this season. Pretty much the whole time he's been around, he gave Ghost so much. But you see the attraction there, and we'll just have to see what happens, okay? But he also explains to Tasha that because the assets are froze, you might need to get a floater just to get you by until you get all your money again. See what happens. You know who she's going to go to. Next scene, we see dumb old Tariq. This kid. He goes to the spot. He's looking for Slim, a.k.a. Kanan. And he walks into the scene, looking around, and he sees somebody say, hey, what's up? What you doing here? We don't know who that person is just yet, but we're going to find out. In this scene, we see Teresi talking to Ghost before he's on his way out. He tells Ghost, give Tommy Egan this phone. Ghost is like, you still on this Tommy Egan thing? What's up with that? Do you know his father or something? Teresi tells him, something like that. What do y'all think it is? Who knows? But he also explains to Ghost that if you don't give Tommy this phone, they're going to find out what really happened to Charlie Murphy's character and to Biscuit, whoever that guy's name is, Biscuit. In the next scene, Kanan comes home and he's looking for Tariq, but he sees Jukebox. Now, Jukebox is on this whole thing where let's get ransom money from Ghost and kill Tariq. But they threw that out when Ghost went to jail. But now, guess who's out? Ghost. And Jukebox knows that Ghost is out. So she explains to Kanan, hey, our original plan is back on. We're going to get that money and then we're going to kill them both. I mean, you are with that. The scene then pans to Kanan and he asks, what you want me to do? And wow! And that's the end of Power Season 4, Episode 5, Don't Thank Me. This episode was crazy. Who would have knew Ghost was going to get out? Who would have knew all these things were going to happen? So I'm so excited and I cannot wait for Episode 6, which I will also still do a breakdown for that. What do you guys think is going to happen? What do you guys think is going on? Do you think Teresi is Tommy's father? I think everybody thinks Teresi is Tommy's father. Do you think Terry and Tasha's going to get together? Who knows? What does Chicago want with Tommy? What is Ghost going to do now that he's finally out? What if Ghost finds out they've been selling drugs in his clubs? These are all the things we're going to find out in the coming episodes of Season 4. Alright guys, it's your boy S. Baker, and that was my recap for Power Season 4, Episode 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and put that little thumbs up button for your boy, and I'm going to keep these coming for the rest of the season, and for Season 5, and Season 6, and Season 7. Oh my God, I hope Power just goes on for the rest of my life. This is such a great show. That's all I got for you guys today. 1.